development our God. From vision to victory, and essentially stable democrat Ghana, our strength in unity. From vision to victory, and essentially stable democrat Ghana, our strength in unity. Of the land, power and secure future, development, our goal. From vision to victory, the end is essentially stable democrat. Suzusa. Patron of the land, power and secure future, development our God. From vision to victory, and essentially stable democrat Ghana, our strength in unity. From vision to victory, essentially stable democrat Ghana, our strength in unity. Mahama Ose, Joe Mahama Ose, Oside, Mahama, yeah, Mahama, yeah, Joe. Papa Gwen no fear raising. Vuvuzalas no fear here, Nejo, please. Vuvuzalas no fear no Papa Pomino. Ayazu Mahama la Nene na piane. All right, anyone swore. Wamacha Reverend Kone Ebawo, open prayer.
Ikwanye penye wa sole. Yawe piani na wa namosi. Ka heblo no ongoke hawo. Ne wa bo shinga wa kpeti yawe wangomo bie ka monitor oba pie wae no fa no kono oba seso wangomo to kan odemi we yawe wangomo bie ka be mi ne ebaye munyu fe munyu ne ba to epu atwi papa no wangomo bie ka odro mi ne hia nge no na ne fe na ne ba hia efe ko ne ba ya munyu ne ka bang ne ka ba wo mono yawe monitor pele dro mi wangomo bie ka next month on the 13th of May. Oh, Bemi, Naba Fosiki, Naba Benya, Wabadeke, John Dramani Mahama, Leji Wache, Ne Willy Momo, Wato, Wapapa, Leji, Epukanga Ohemiwo, Yawe Monita no Opiae, no one Kuniyem, Nepewano, Kajemone Kayada, Amen.
Ayazu, Ayazaza, okay, Yana George. Vuvuzela soke. Nyechum. Ayazu. Wane yonejo. Your Excellency, the Constituency Women Organizer. Hello. Wache Sonia Sane. Wanachukoreka atumunyo ne wanu. Choboi. Wayonejo. Your Excellency, the incoming president, the Constituency Women Organizer, on behalf of the Women's Wing, have a presentation to do. So, Hajia, please, Your Excellency is waiting. They want to welcome you. Your Excellency, that's the Constituency Women Organizer, Hajia Sharida. Hajia Rashida. So that's the Constituency Women Organizer. On behalf of the constituency, thank you. God bless you. Thank you. The Constituency Women Organizer, on behalf of all the women in Ningo Prampram constituency, thank you. Ayazu. Thank you. Ayazaza. Hene Waswo. Wamacha. The Constituency Chairman. Alahaji. Isa Vanguard. Never have a bag win.
Ayazuza. Thank you very much. Kekla, Your Excellency, the former president and flag bearer and president to be, John Dramani Mahama, and all the team here, Neneme, Naname, Wapati bi kwano bakpenga nye manye, yo pembo jo kamuna no, acham ka mama dasi no mama babae, lo kekleo, inge wa former president, ka ni nenye sekura, ka wa machame, ka wa branch bi kura, ka party bi lekpenga inge me babae, ka mamuna ligbi program agbono no. In fact, program on do watch wa ege fa samia. Because our party be wa bodon wa jekoki kon. Wa ga hem ka 2024. Wa maye kunim. Ka wa PKK no wa ka chuni samia. Ningo Prampram di Constituency ko le ka di 1992. Na wa ga son for Ghana. But fair bonne magia. Wa je no wa bomode na wa win both the presidential and then the parliamentary elections. Wani chunga constituency okako party oyo ekle samenya ne ko ye Greater Accra region Ningo Prampram di constituency ko na ekle samenya se na wa gadeji Koyewa constituency wa just 54 branches, waba 73, waba 93, muna no Koyewa branch wange 193 branches, and it is still one constituency. Ayasu le kamuna no adasi na waka wapaba akpenga yo na na wanga deji election ni mabano na on the 13th of this May Ningo Prampram wangala assurance ha ka kepinoko marako male 100% of the votes in Ningo Prampram. Say wale ka no rather a pure mistake eko kana ballot ko mapwe ne be na makaneo waga hemka vote nesa no waka wa president nenye ne yekunimo wakamale se na waga deji cabinet de wa constituency was for kama madro na 2024 eje ne ba yekunimo na waga deji ebomode na pe no ko wa constituency o kama yo agbami ete ne kai kura agbami enyopo bele pe ne ko na MP senyo waga hemka NDC ma we de ma sit enyo kura ne ma add up to the numbers in parliament ne ma na nitumio e ma yemu la waga leva baya kan ko to ma kura ne waga la assurance aka Ningo Prampram wa fiese no ma pe no fero no ma pe na ye kuniga primary somi ka general election somi nya chumka.
Thank you so much, Constituency Chairman. Ayazu. Hena wasipio no. Wamacha, wa member of parliament for Ningo Prampram here. Honorable Samuel Jata George.
Tale Jewo taleni Yehowa taleni Hani woye kuni Eshefio wobaye kuni Hani woye kuni Eshefio wobaye kuni Wable matesaji Yehowa Wable matesaji Yehowa Hani jembi fe ale ake Bohe wale na woyo Hani jembi fe ale ake Bohe wale na woy. Hey! William Isa John Mahama Nana mene pione John Mahama Nana mene pione Ezu wananame ke wananame party no kotomai wacheme wanyemie party delegates ke party B na wabakwenga here epiomi boajom eko hawonye ake we sansa we o mensangem no eko hawonye se muneno wake bu maha wache John Dramani Mahama ne party B delegates na wakwenga here nenepe ne wangede kabene wa regional chairman de wa na wa regional election o eke follow who no road Eyesu Choboy. Adewoke, follow who know. Chapin and Adewoke, help me out. Say follow who know. Mambi, we are choosing experience over experiment. John Dramani, Ayebida, Mahama. John Dramani, Opekoye, Mahama. Chapin nemenake akaye dabi wakenene pekoye ne walele ne enya experiment somishe loloji nene gana bi wape na muneno epe nsoshe wawo wakale TV na wawo black and white muneno maunge wodromi ha na wakale wawo wakale TV John Dramani Mahama. Your Excellency President Mahama, in 2020 at the old Ningo Park, when you came here to outdoor me as candidate, I promised you that Ningo Prampram will give you 50,000 votes from 26,000 votes 4 years earlier. Your Excellency, Ningo Prampram delivered for you. We gave you 50,000 votes. As far as we are concerned in Ningo Prampram, you are our president because we voted for you. Ezu, Your Excellency, we have seen your 4 years. We have seen Saglemi housing projects. We have seen the dining hall and assembly hall for Prampram Senior High School. Mr. President, it was when you were president that Ningo Prampram saw the first kilometer of asphalt. We got 20 kilometers of asphalt. Mr. President, when you were president, our fishermen got premix. They didn't have to fight for it. When you were president, our fishermen, they got outboard engines. Today, under Akaye Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo, we know what we are suffering. Mr. President, our president, your president, my president John Dramani Mahama, on the 13th of May, Ningo Prampram, 1,747 votes. We give it to you. Wakejembaya, wakelebaya, wakejembaya, wakelebaya lo, wakelebaya.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Wapapa yonejo. Ceasefire for visitors. Thank you. Eyazu. Wapapa ne ema. Nikoto maina anyese kaba maje nikumekpo kepe makpaleje nikumekpo. Eyazu. Oya mizu. Wachene ema. The regional vice chairperson Eji Honorable William Nivinyo Epewa Yenga Nyegbara Weka Asamenya. Wanga the former regional chairman Governor Adekoka Yenga Wakpati. Second deputy, our deputy spokesperson Kahawa Papa. Lawyer Beatrice Wakpati Auntie Beatrice is also here. Kepia here. Wanga Wachama Wabami, the mother of the region, Honorable Dr. Valerie Sawyer. Eyasu Kepia yo Wanga Wachame wa papa former MP Kaha Pongata Maso Machaji Apio Lion One Honorable Nila Potabo Eyasu Pio Wachame wa former campaign manager 2020 Pio la noji the manager
Mahama.
Chairman, who know road.
Eyazu za zu za NDC emefa many young way ke nyefedi ni nyewanu nonu wokeje gakeba le nyenu wohi no mofia mo afedi Eyazu mene wa bie nyenge saminya obada constituency executive fefe ni obiasi obada branches ni obiafe wonder world organizers and world executives fe delegate ni obia branch executive fe nyeta makwanye. Very good. Neradon mene obabie EUAP wake wante wa papa the incoming president 2025 ni wofe wabaya ni oba swele in ye Independence Square wakeleba ni wakelemba ni wakeleba chonye mene wababie ni eba kenye no ni eba fe hanye branch executives ke ward executives nye obi enem no nye fiadin koni nye bua wotwe wala kasi ona manche me ke manye me ye woten ni me ke na me ni obi e wombanye mjen umanye wombanye de umanye wombanye de umanye ekon wondanje sin aka no ofonye ni etenye nye ba nye ba koye oise eso 1 minute ni awie no ni awie ya wa no fenye bo ametu ojogba de nche eja ka woka ni bi ejega nwoke ba na akba hanye 13th of May we are all going to Congress 1 year ni wa elect wa flag bearer many wa papa akadomo shefe bemeni eha amenutumo dan ye NDC amin no ebala kekeje na kan be legend wa hane ya ni eha me anutumo dan ko ni leche mini eya ni acha enutumo no lohani wa fe wo ye obi abiane wala kenye branch se kenye wo se ni ke complain pi eha akeke 1992 nye bo ni tumo ke NDC no ne sana hanye nye neshe no nye fenye twanye dan agasi 2025 no ne sanu wa ke hanye nye ne ba se fe no Eyazu kawa papa abadumosie e ba to nye nibi ni kawa wini 2025 e ba fe hanye see because Miji regional chairman ye Greater Accra ni Miji campaign manager keha Greater Accra keha John Dramani Mahama mi humi to ba fe loko hanye dani wa general election say mi Eyazu no wakenye constituency chairman e bi eba never dumumba se Vanguard imewe o Eyazu nye bu ametue ni wa fe campaign team wo fe campaign team ake constituency executive se fe Jombama campaign team jame branch executive se fe Jombama campaign team jame ward executive nye fe wa kesi Jombama a campaign team jinye no ward coordinator lady campaign chairman nye bu ametue madwanye tuengme 13th of May branch fair branch ni obie ni yeji branch executive ni 9 kenye je buanye bua nye branch biana ni kame fete ni ama vote ni akane vote kakpa na akakesi his excellency John Dramani Mahama in the 98% obahanye president agbo
Eyazu. Regional chairman emi fe no before the general election. Okay, president we announce the no then they ba fe anye 2025. Ward executive ni obi ward coordinator, ward secretary, ward women organizer, ward youth organizer, ward organizer. Ke onye o mobilize ward ojogba. No ka me fe 13th. Nyete nya vote ninye ward there not the highest vote. Ye Ningo Prampram where president agbo no kwa anye. Eyazu no nye na kwa ba ojogba. Dani Constituency executive 29 plus MP. The 34 constituencies in Greater Accra. Ka nyeba as Ningo Prampram ne balakasi the whole Ningo Prampram nye ha John Dramani Mahama 99% nye constituency executive share or one motorbike bicycle can be in a strike if you want your constituency executive share or kwanye. Eyazu Suza. What your mama campaign team me, what we in what I feel what no can you cry? Your branch executive for your highest vote. The ward executive higher vote, your pass learning here, Hanye, Lune, in can hand the constituency chairman. Eyazu, no on the 15th of May, pass elect, none of your me, constituency chairman Belena. 50 of me, Mababi as a regional campaign coordinator, as a regional chairman. No matter best branch, working in Skabahanye, best ward there, working in Skabahanye. Nikaya Gbena, Nagbena, best branch in New York beer, the best ward New York beer, Wabalonia fake beer, working Lankusa Guag with a Sarin Bawonie. New working by a president here, Eyazu, Kondi Edadesi. Eyazu nyenu misisi no one in Kenya envelope nye word there reward there can the concession man dey get force Eyazu
Eyazu wakpapa na yo na ejo Your Excellency. In Ningo Prampram, we have two aspirants. We have Honorable Samuel Nate Jata George as one of the aspirants. Thank you. Eyazu, Your Excellency, again, we also have Michael Tetekwete, one of the aspirants. Thank you. All right, thank you. Chomai.
Eyazu.
All right, thank you. Eyazu. Police, please. Security, please leave him, please. Eyazu, so regional chairman, please.
Wow, now it's a word there. What? Eyazu, Biane mimba ni matie wa papa, wanyemi nuwe. Eyazu. Eyezu. Eyezu. Mimba. Wamba wabache wa papa. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ni ebande ba wie. No ofane. Eyezu. Eyezazuza. End this year. End this year. End this year. Wamba nuwa bacho papa. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Wa papa wa fewo yakasi. Kaja time they both the politics me. A assemblyman. Kaja assemblyman e by MP. Kaja MP e by deputy minister. Kaja deputy minister e by a minister. Kaja minister e by a vice president. Kaja vice president e by a president. Delegates in your view. Now our incoming president, Mr. President, 1,717 delegates are for you.
Ezu Eza Ehejo MDC MFA hey thank you very much. Let me begin by thanking my campaign team for Zone 1 for a very good job done. I have been briefed on all your exploits. Let her put a stone down. I'll talk about it later. Oh, you are done. I've been briefed on all your exploits, and the result is very clear to see. The excitement and the vim that I see in the audience here shows that you did a very good job. Let me thank our regional chairman too. He's just left his seat, for the good work he has done with regards to the John Mahama campaign. I'm very grateful to all of you. But let me thank our chiefs from Prampram and our Queen Mother, and our chiefs from Ningo and our Queen Mother for joining us here. Normally we would have had to come to your palaces and come and greet you, but we sent a message that this was an internal contest and we're just coming to meet our delegates, and so we will not have the opportunity to come to the palaces. But I see that because of the love for we, your children, you yourselves have left your palaces and come to join us here. To make sure that the event is a success. So I thank you very much, and may God richly bless you. Now, my constituency executives, I want to thank you too for the hard work you've done. Yes, constituency executives, thank you very much for the hard work that you keep doing for the NDC party. I appreciate your love for the party and your support for me over the years. Branch executives. Thank you. I wish to acknowledge our hard-working branch executives and to thank all of you for the good work that you do for NDC. As was said here, this in Greater Accra is one of the World Banks of the NDC. Since 1992, we have never lost an election in this constituency. And I want to thank you very much. And I can assure you that when NDC is in office, we will always make sure that you get your fair share of everything that this country has to offer. Your population is constantly rising because Accra is expanding, and so more people are coming and living here. And so we need to work and improve the social services in Ningo and Prampram and make sure that you also are able to live a dignified and decent life. But I'll continue from where our regional chairman was speaking. Aside from the May 13th one that he talked about, in the main election, I've announced a reward system for all our branches and constituencies. We're going to calculate how much we expect each region to add to its vote. And when we have calculated that, we will share it by constituency and by branch. So every branch will have a target that it must meet or exceed. And for every branch that is able to meet that target and exceed it, all the 9-member executive in that branch will get a very handsome reward. This is meant to motivate you to work even harder, because the 2024 campaign is going to be a different one. The 2024 campaign is going to be a branch-based campaign, and the branch executives are going to lead that campaign. And so I've said that my promise to you too is that after I've been made a flag bearer, wherever in the world I have to go to get the resources and logistics for you to be able to do the campaign, I'm going to go. And we'll adopt a different way of distributing those resources. We know all the 275 constituencies in this country. We know how many branches everybody has. So when we bring the t-shirts, the bicycles, the motorcycles, if we have money, whatever we have, we will divide by 275 based on the number of branches you have. And the one for Ningo Prampram will come here directly. It won't pass anywhere. And when it comes, we won't open it. We're going to get 3 of you from each branch. The chairman, the secretary, the women's organizer. We'll call you here before we open it. And then we'll count everything that is there. We'll count the t-shirts, we'll count the posters, we'll count if there's money, we'll count the money, the bicycles, motorcycles, everything, we'll count it. Then after we have finished counting, we will share it fairly. And then everybody will take his share and go back to his branch and go and present it to his people. That is the only way we can ensure that our branch executives to get some of the resources and logistics that we normally allocate for every campaign. And so I don't want to come 2024 and then we're going into the branches and then you go and you meet your 9-member executive and nobody has a t-shirt, and when you ask where are the t-shirts, they'll say even one t-shirt did not come to us. That will not happen again. We're going to share it fairly and everybody will get his fair share. we're going to introduce a training program for all our executives. We have a party school. We have lecturers in the party school. I don't know, some of you may have taken advantage and attended the party school. But this time the party school is going to come to you. You are not going to go to the school. And so they're going to go region by region, constituency by constituency. And the way we've called you here, you all assemble. And they're going to take you through the history of the NDC. How did the NDC come about? They're going to educate you on our founding members and how they gave birth to the NDC. They're going to teach you about the principles and ideology of the NDC. Then they're going to teach you the role everybody is expected to do in the NDC. So the chairman, what is your role? The women's organizer, what is your role? The secretary, what is your role? They'll teach you all that. And then they'll also teach you the principles of campaigning, how to campaign, how to communicate, how to dress even when you're going to campaign. They'll teach you all that. And then at the end of it, everybody who attends that training, you will get a certificate from the party school that shows that you have attended. It will be a diploma certificate from the NDC party school that shows that you have attended training under the NDC party. And so when you get it, you go and put it in a nice frame, glass, and then put it in your hall. Anybody who comes in will know that yes, this is a proud executive member of the NDC. For those of you who know the origins of the NDC, you know that it came out of the PNDC. The PNDC was the revolution, the period of the revolution. Some of you here were cadres in the PNDC time. And you know that, somebody has raised his hand. And you know that any cadres here from the PNDC time, okay, there are more, several of you. That time was a time of sacrifice. The cadres sacrificed themselves so that they could create a better life for the rest of Ghanaians. Is that not so? And so we've always had that mentality that our executives are supposed to sacrifice themselves for the betterment of the rest of Ghanaians. But time has changed. Our executives also have children. They have wives. They have husbands. They have to pay fees for their children to go to school. And so that time of self-sacrifice has changed. Anything that is good that Ghanaians should have, our executives too should get their fair share. So if we are giving scholarships for Ghanaian children to go and study, our executives too have children. They also will get their fair share of scholarships so that they also can go and study. If we are giving loans to women to do small businesses, our women too, we have our women executive. They also deserve to get some of those loans to do their small businesses. If we are recruiting into the security services or the public services or the civil services, our executives too are qualified. And so they also deserve to have their fair share of those recruitments. Even if we are too old, we have children. If we have to recruit, they also can present their children to be recruited into the security services and the public services. And so we're not going to require you to sacrifice and say you is okay, let's give to other people, and then when the next round comes, we'll come and consider it. All of us are Ghanaians, all of us are entitled to the opportunities that this country offers us to offer. We're going to come with small business assistance as part of our social and economic transformation. And so for people who want to do small backyard businesses, either in your homes or elsewhere, we will let you register. If you want to do dressmaking, we will assist you with the things you need to do dressmaking. You want to do hairdressing, we will assist you with the items to do your hairdressing. You want to do poultry, we will help you with the cages, the bed cages. We will help you with the feed, the day-old chicks. We will train you how to look after the poultry. And then when you get your eggs, you can sell your eggs. When the hens finish laying, you can sell your meat and then make your money and put in your pocket. If you want to look after animals, you get a place that is nice. We will help you to do a place where you can put your goats and sheep and all the other animals there. And then when they grow, you can also take to the market and go and sell. So any small business you want to do, we will help you with the capital and help you to set it up. And it's my expectation that when this project comes, all our branch executives will also participate in this project so that you can earn an extra income to be able to look after your children, your wives, your husbands, and your family. So those are all initiatives that we have coming up. And then there's this one too. Normally we complain that as soon as we elect our elected executives and people, we don't see them again. Of course, I can understand that we have 40,000 branches, and so it's very difficult for them to make themselves visible all the time. But for the president, it is possible that we can do something about it. So the strategy I've come up with is the way I'm meeting you here. Once a year, when I'm president, I'll come here to Ningo Prampram. I'll go to every constituency. I'll visit every constituency the way I am doing. And we will call all of you the way you've come here today, from all the branches. I'll have the ministers here, I will be here myself, and we will tell you what government is doing. And then you also can tell us what your issues and your problems are, so that we understand each other and we are all on the same wavelength. So at least once a year for the 4 years we will meet here, and all of you will come and we'll have an interaction so that the distance between us will become shorter. But that said, we're going to have a contest, and our executives have decided that this time we will not do the presidential separate and the parliamentary separate. We're going to do all on the same day. And so they open nominations and people have filed. So on May 13th, you're going to come here and you're going to have 2 ballot boxes, or a number of ballot boxes. A number of them will be for the parliamentary, another will be for the presidential. As far as I understand, in this constituency, 2 people have filed to stand. One is the incumbent MP, our brother Sam George, and the second one is our brother to Michael Tete Kwete. Both of them are well-known NDC children. Both of them are our younger brothers. Both of them are valuable to us. I know that sometimes contests and competitions can be very keen, but remember that our opponent is not Michael Tete or Sam George. Our opponents are the MPP. So as we campaign, let's not forget that we are one and the same people, and that our common objective is that NDC comes back into power. That is our objective. And so we will vote. If we could send 2 people to parliament, we will send both of them to parliament. But the constitution says we can send only 1. And so it means that at the end of the process, 1 person will emerge. But But my prayer is and so at the end of the process, one of them will emerge, and my expectation is that whoever is selected, all of us will come round and support that person so that we can bring the NDC back into office. And so let us not have any issues and any battles and any problems. Let's carry out a decent campaign and let the ballot box decide. MP is not the only position that we have if NDC is in power. We have several other positions. And so if somebody does not get MP, he can get DC, he can get ambassador, he can get chief executive, he can get deputy minister. So this contest is not a life and death. And I know that the two aspirants, I know their disposition. And I know that if there's any problem, it won't come from them. The problem will come from the followers. So I'm talking to you, the followers. As soon as we select one of them, elect one of them, the matter is finished. We all become one again. As a job. So I finished talking about the parliamentary one. Now there will be another ballot box, and that will be my ballot box. As for that one, I can see you've all made up your minds already. That will be the presidential. There were 4 of us who filed, but after filing, one of our brothers, he came to me, went to the party and said he had withdrawn, and he's putting all his support behind me. So now there are 3 of us, and so on that day you'll have to vote for one of the 3. And as the chairman said, you've never disappointed me. In 2019, you voted overwhelmingly for me. There was only some 1 point something that got missing. And when I investigated, it was my brother, Professor Joshua Labi, who took that 1 point something. So Professor said I should tell you that those who gave the 1 point something, that he's asking you to add it to mine to make 100%. And I really want to thank him, because even though we contested together, after the contest I asked him to be my campaign manager. He very willingly accepted. We traveled all over the country together. Every constituency we went together. And again, when I decided to run, I asked him to come and be the chairman and convener of my campaign team. And once again he accepted. And so far we've gone around almost 10 regions. We have about 6 or 7 more to go. So I want to thank him too very much. Now I'll talk about these stones. We know that if somebody comes and knocks your door in the morning and says, here's your stone, all of us in Ghana, our tradition, we know what it means. It means that you told them something, you gave them some advice, and they refused to take it. And now they've realized that the advice that you gave them was the right one. So they come and say, Bahiote. Hewo Ghana being Kewake, NDCB, Nebahinyate, Ejake, Nye ni wonu. So they're saying we should come for our stone because we advised and they didn't listen. In 2016, all kinds of words were said about us, that we were incompetent, that we didn't know how to administer. Ghanaians should vote against us, and that when they come, they will change Ghana in 1.5 years. The money is there. I've worked in Bank of Ghana before. I know the money is there. We don't have to borrow to develop this country. Now today, look at it. We are suffering. Teachers are suffering. Nurses are suffering. Drivers are suffering. You remember they said all that. And they touted their economic management team. Senior Minister Osafo Mafo, Professor Jambafo, Alan Trematin, Dr. Akoto Efriye. I mean, what a solid team. Look at where the solid team has landed us. And today many of those who are part of that solid team are separating themselves and behaving as if they were not part of it. My friend Alan Cash, he wants to run for president. He was part of that solid team. But now he says that MPP has become a no-action, talk-only party. You heard him. He said and this MPP has become NATO, no-action, talk-only party. And that's how they've always been. God has gifted them with a very sweet mouth. And so they come and they'll tell you the things you want to hear. But we've gone through what has happened over the last few years. And it happened for a purpose. Because with the kinds of promises they made and the kinds of things they said, if we had continued in government, whatever we do, Ghanaians will say, oh, if MPP had come, they would have done better. And so that's why God let us come down in 2016. In 2020, we went looking for it. But when I look back again, I can see that it was God's design that we should not come into office yet. Because they had dug a big hole in the economy. And they were thinking that we will come and fall into that hole and take it. And God said, no, stand aside. Those who dug that hole, let they themselves come and fall into their hole. Because with what is happening today, if we were in office, we would have had to take the kind of tough decisions that they are having to take. And they are going to sit aside and say, we told you, NDC has come again. You see how Ghanaians are suffering, but they are the ones who have caused that suffering. So let them start cleaning up the mess. And then when we come, we will stabilize the economy, we will build businesses again, and create opportunities for all Ghanaians. We know how to do it because we've done it several times before. And the one principle of leadership, the first principle, is that you must accept responsibility. And that's what NDC does. If there's a challenge, we don't run away. We don't try to shift blame to somebody else. We take responsibility for that challenge and we go ahead and solve it. When Dumso came, I didn't run away. I didn't try to blame President Rawlings and President Kufuor and President Mills. I said that I take responsibility for this and I'll solve it. And in 2016, we solved Dumso completely. And I remember, after we stopped the power outages and we stopped the electricity rationing, and electricity was constant. The running mate at that time, Baumia, he said no credit should be given to the NDC government for solving the problem. After all, that's what they were elected to do. That is exactly what he said. Because in 2016, lights were stable, 24 hours a day, everybody was getting power. So we've done it before. We're not like these people who never accept responsibility. One point they say it's COVID-19 pandemic that caused it. Another time they say Ukraine war, Russia-Ukraine war is responsible. But the most funny one is that they say we make too much noise, and money doesn't like noise. Sikampe dede. In Nangbe you say she got small blomo. Aloje nakai. She got small blomo. Aka one blochon. Wagana be one blochon. Noe hani she cafe jofwe. But we will come and we will fix it, and we'll make Ghana better for our children and our children's children. But like I said, the hard work will begin with you, and we will be there to support you all the way. And so just be courageous. God has opened the way for us, but we also have to take advantage of it. And so we have to work hard to be able to get the blessings of the victory that He's going to give us. So I thank you very much for coming. May God bless all of us. Thank you.